Hello friends, in this video I'll show you how to install one of the best dash cameras right now. I'm talking about the A329S model from a company extremely well known for its expertise and long-standing reputation in this field, Viofo. Viofo kindly provided me with this 3-channel dash camera, meaning it includes front, interior and rear cameras, along with several accessories so that I can create a complete installation tutorial and an entirely objective review. I want to thank them for their openness and honesty. We all know how useful dash cameras can be in case of unexpected traffic incidents that can easily ruin our day, so it's essential to equip our cars with such a device. Alright friends, enough talking, let's get to a quick unboxing. As I mentioned before, the folks at Viofo sent me not only the dash cameras but also a hardwire kit for parking mode, a memory card, a polarizing lens filter, and a wireless Bluetooth remote controller. Now, Viofo produces premium quality dash cams, so the price matches the quality. The camera itself currently sells for around $470, and if you go for the full kit, the price can reach about $550. In my opinion, the cameras and the hardwire kit are more than enough, and since I don't want this video to drag on too long, I'll focus on the main elements. We've got a 3-channel dash camera setup up to 4K for the front, 2K for the interior with a fisheye lens, and 2K for the rear, offering extremely detailed footage. It features a Sony STARVIS 2 image sensor and Wi-Fi 6 for fast data transfers to the mobile app. Let's quickly open the box and see what's inside. First we have a quick start guide. Then we have the front camera. On the right side we have the data and power ports for the interior and rear cameras, as well as the microSD slot with a push-to-open mechanism. On the back there's a 3M double-sided adhesive for perfect mounting and the adjustable front lens, which can be tilted horizontally. On the right side there's a USB-C output and a reset button. The main unit feels sturdy and solid, unlike cheaper dash cams, which suggests a lot is going on inside, and indeed this camera packs plenty of features that I'll show you later on. Here's the interior camera with a wide fisheye lens covering the entire cabin and even part of the side windows. And here's the rear camera, almost identical to the interior one. Under this foam insert we find all the mounting accessories. A user manual, spare 3M adhesive tapes and display protective films, and a sticker to discourage theft or aggressive behavior in traffic. A very smart idea. We also get a USB-C to USB-C data or power cable. A very long rear camera cable, long enough even for a van or camper. This is the cable for the interior camera. A plastic trim removal tool, super handy for clean installation. An anti-glare filter to reduce reflections during bright summer days. And finally the car charger cable for the cigarette lighter, plus an adapter with dual USB ports so you can still charge another device while the dashcam is plugged in. Let me show you how I installed mine, and at the end I'll show you the actual footage. First I mounted the front camera here, but I later moved it closer to the center of the windshield for a better front view. Then I mounted the interior camera, connected it to the main one, and neatly tucked the cable above the headliner. Now it's time to run the rear camera cable. I always route it above the headliner, through the A-pillar trim, then along the door sill to the B-pillar, and finally the C-pillar. I know some people will say that's over the curtain airbag, but since this cable connects with a simple plug, I guarantee that in case of an accident it will disconnect instantly from both cameras. Also, the force of an airbag deployment is so strong it can burst through carbon fiber, so this cable is definitely not an issue. But if you're still not convinced, you can always run it behind the airbag, that's entirely your choice. As you can see, I got a bit of a workout doing this. In the back I ran the cable under the C-pillar trim and then again above the headliner. Everything was super easy and took no more than 10 minutes. And that's it for the installation part. Let's take a quick look at the camera's menu because I can't wait to show you the footage. I've set the language to English. As you've seen, there are plenty of languages available. The cameras are already recording. You can choose to display just one channel or use split screen for all three. Let's browse through the menu so you can see all the features. If you have specific questions, leave them in the comments and I'll happily reply as soon as possible. As you can see, this dashcam includes every feature you could possibly need. Now let's move on to the mobile app. The app is called, of course, Viofo, and you can find it on the App Store or Play Store. After installing it, connect to the Wi-Fi network broadcast by the camera. The default password is 12345678, which you can later change in the settings. Once connected, that's it, you're ready to go. You can switch between cameras, watch your footage, or download it directly to your phone. You can also adjust all the settings I showed earlier right from the app. It's much faster and easier this way. Now let's move on to the real-time footage samples recorded with the Viofo cameras. Feel free to pause anytime to check the details, license plates, road signs, or anything else. You'll see that even at high speeds and on overcast days with low light, the image quality is flawless. The excellent video quality comes from the fact that the A329S records in 4K at 60 frames per second, super smooth and detailed even in fast motion. I haven't tested the parking mode yet because I just ordered the fuse box adapter, but once it arrives I'll make a separate video showing how it performs. According to the specs, the camera's power consumption is very low, so you won't have any issues with your car battery. Another great feature is that when a collision is detected, the camera automatically saves and protects that clip, recording for about 1 minute after the impact so you don't lose any footage. If another collision happens within that minute, it keeps recording for an extra 3 minutes. Alright guys, let's go over the pros and cons. I'll be honest, I only have two small downsides. First, it's not integrated into the rear view mirror housing, which I personally prefer. I've tested a lot of dash cams on this channel and I love setups that keep the windshield completely clean. Second, it's a bit pricey. However, both of these points are easy to counter. It would have been technically impossible to power all three cameras from the rain sensor alone, and even mirror housing integrated cameras still need wiring to the fuse box for parking mode, so you'd have to run a cable anyway. As for the price, yes, it's expensive, but Viofo makes premium dash cams, and considering the huge number of features, I'd say the price is totally justified. Without exaggerating, the footage from these cameras looks better than what I get from my action cam used for YouTube videos. The light sensor is fantastic, it performs great in low light conditions, and even at very high speeds where other cameras struggle with motion blur, here it's almost non-existent. Even at night you can pause a frame and still read license plates or road signs clearly. And mind you, that's with my car's windshield being full of scratches and chips, it's still the original one, 15 years old. For me, this camera has set a new benchmark for dashcams, a higher standard from which I'll evaluate others in future reviews. I truly hope to test even better ones someday, but for now this model gets a 10+ rating with honors. If you want to buy this camera, Viofo gave me a 5% discount code, which you'll find along with the Amazon product links in the description below or in the pinned comment. If you found this review helpful in making your decision, please don't forget to leave a comment, give it a like and subscribe. These videos take a lot of work and your simple click or tap helps more than you think at absolutely no cost to you. I wish you all the best. Goodbye.